Hello. Yes, it's a surprise live. I didn't know we were going to do it live.
Neither did I.
No, it just happened. Right, then, before anything else, I'm going to tell you there are spoilers.
Big spoilers.
Big spoilers. So if you don't want to see the spoilers,
Don't watch this video.
Don't watch this video.
Or watch Wolverine, Deadpool Wolverine, then watch the video.
Yeah. Because we would like you to see the video. We don't really want you to miss out on a toilet bowl.
No, but
excuse me, but the phone's coming.
There will be some very large spoilers.
Yeah, and
this is all going to be people who are going to see this after we've done the live anyway. So because no one's on, so but we knew this was going to happen because it's late. So
yeah, and it's a surprise.
Yeah,
because we didn't know we were going to do it.
So basically, right. Well, also we've got some donuts to have with our tea. Yeah. So
yes,
yeah,
have a donut and pull up my cup of tea, and then you can
because this might be quite lengthy as well.
Yeah.
Right. So it starts with Deadpool in a grave with the Platters only you playing.
Yeah.
Which we thought was a bit of a weird choice to have in a film like this, because if you've seen Deadpool 1 and 2, which you probably have, then you know it's going to be
gory and fighty and
bad language, the lot. So they're playing the Platters, which we thought was a bit weird because he's in a grave digging up Logan. And we were like, okay, a bit weird. And then he's got the skeleton of Logan, because obviously you know that Logan died in the end of Logan. And he's fighting the TVA, which is the time variant people, with his skeleton, because his skeleton's adamantium. And although Logan can't actually die, he's somehow dead. And he's fighting the TSA with these adamantium skeleton.
Well, he can die in one universe, but it means he's alive in another. So.
Yeah, like no Marvel character can truly die.
No, because they've always got a little alter ego on another universe.
Yeah. So anyway, so it starts off. He's fighting the TSA with TVA.
No, he's fighting the.
That's your fault. The TVA with Logan skeleton, and it's really gory, And some of the moves he does is questionable, and it's all to the tune of the Platters, Only You. Or Only You and You Alone, isn't it? That's what they call it now. So yeah. So that's good, but it's really gory. We like it.
And the thing is, if anyone's ever seen the Platters before, they've got a woman in the band,
Zola
Taylor, and she always looked like she was a million miles away, and she never mimed with them or anything. She's like, and you know, I was always expecting someone to go Zola.
But yeah, and he puts on like Wolverine's claws and just goes to hell on these TVA people, and it's really gory. Then he goes and sees Happy because he decided he wants to be in the Avengers.
And Happy seems to be the go-to for the Avengers, but this is on a separate timeline.
Yes,
weird.
He's having a party. The TVA, I'm trying to say TVA, not TSA. The TVA take him, and they take him to this man called Paradox, who's a right.
Well, it's his birthday, and him and Vanessa are no longer together, but she's there.
But Shadow Star's there as well, which is a bit.
Yeah, Shadow Star's there, and
Yukio and Negasonic Teenage Warhead is there. Colossus is there.
The guy with the long beard whose name escapes me.
Depindle, is that his name? Depindle.
The driver.
Yeah, the taxi driver. He's there as well. Peter.
Yeah, we can't forget Peter.
Peter's there. And there's a lot of people from his past. Like there's 9 people that are there. Blind Owl, she's there. And it's a lot of people from his past that are what he considers.
I can't remember who the guy with the long beard is.
No, I can't remember him, but he considers them all family. He used to go. He's the one who was at the bar and started a bar brawl because of a drink. I can't tell you what the drink was called. I can't tell you what the drink is called. It's a bad thing, but yeah. And that was him. He's there. And anyway, so did you see him? The TVA have taken him, and he goes and sees Happy because he wants to be in the Avengers. Fair enough. He's, you know, he is a mutant. He has got superpowers. He is a superhero, kinda.
Anti-hero.
And they said that there is an anchor for the timeline, and the anchor he thought was him, but it's not, because he said, I'm not dead, I'm here. Because he said once the anchor for that timeline dies, the timeline gets destroyed. So Deadpool thought he was the anchor, and he said, I'm not dead, I'm here. And it wasn't, it was Logan. So he has to go through all these timelines to try and find Logan. He finds Henry, is it Henry or Harry Cavill? He played Superman. And he's a Wolverine. He finds the one with the eye patch, one who's got crazy hair.
One who fixes motorbike.
That was the Cavill one.
Mm.
Yeah, and there's a few others. And he kills some of them. No, it's not. The guy with the eye patch tried to kill Deadpool. He put his claws in his head.
Claws through his head.
Yeah, and the other one, the one with the crazy hair, stabbed him with his claws. The Henry guy, or Harry, the Superman guy, killed him as well. So it was like Deadpool getting killed by all these Wolverines to try and find a Wolverine that he found could do the job. So he goes to a bar, and there's Wolverine at the bar, and he went, this looks promising. So he goes over and speaks to him, and he puts his gun to his head, and he went, if you want to start breathing through your forehead, you know, I suggest you come with me. Unless you want to start breathing through your forehead, I suggest you come with me. So he sort of leans into the gun and smiles, and he goes, wait a minute, and he drinks a whole bottle of whiskey and passes out. So he takes him to the TVA and like sort of drops him on the floor, and he said, this Logan's useless. He destroyed his timeline. And I was like, well, he's the Logan that I found. So, and then Logan tries to, he gets rid of, it's a place called the Void, and it's Ant-Man, but it's dead Ant-Man, and it's giant Ant-Man, and it's his head and his skull, and this woman, what's her name?
Body.
Well, yeah, his head and his skull
Nova.
is living inside of the skull. Ant-Man's skull. Yeah, I don't like her either. And she's got all these like bad guys with her.
Azazel, Pyro.
A load of bad guys. And there's this monster from Loki season 1, episode 5. Big sort of like cloud monster. And she says he needs to be fed, and I need to pay the rent. So the rent was their lives. So she went, you're the rent. Prior to that, so much going on in this film. Prior to that, we meet Cap. And Cap is also Johnny Blaze.
Always was.
Yes.
Johnny Blaze in a totally different film, but they made him into Captain America for the other lot of films.
Chris Evans. So. But the bit with Sabretooth is he does grow his fangs. He does grow his fangs before he fights Wolverine, and Wolverine just does one move and takes his head off. So he's not in the film for very long. He's not. And
but it's good to see Tony Lane back.
Yeah, it was good to see him back as Sabretooth, but he wasn't in the film for very long. But you know, and they get taken to see, what's the name?
Cassandra Nova
with Johnny Blaze. And they know him as Johnny Blaze. They don't know him as Captain America. They know him as
Just
Johnny
call her a
Blaze.
soul-sucking bitch.
We don't usually say bitch on this channel.
It's a female dog.
True. Which we'll come to. Anyway, so they go there and she decimates Johnny Blaze. She does sort of that, and he's just bones and blood and organs on the floor.
And she rips the skin off.
Yeah. And he just sort of falls apart and he's on the floor. Then she says about the cloud monster needing to be fed, and they manage. Logan works this jetpack thing. It looks like Iron Man's leg, but I don't think it is. And he gets it working, and he says, "Are you coming, or are you staying here?" And he says, "No, I'm coming." And they jump on this thing, and it takes them somewhere else. Now, this is all in the sort of like Mad Max kind of voidy world. It is the void.
It is,
but it's not
an apocalypse.
Her part of the void.
City.
So you see the 20th Century Fox logo sort of half sticking out the ground, because
think Planet of the Apes and Statue of Liberty's head in it.
Because 20th Century Fox had, obviously Disney owns 20th Century Fox, had Wolverine, not Wolverine, Deadpool. Well, maybe Wolverine. I can't bloody remember. But I watched all the films as well, which is stupid. But I think they had like X-Men and Deadpool, and they weren't in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but they are now. They've just been shoved into it. So, what else happened?
Tons. Expect me to remember it any one particular part of it.
No, I just done some.
Yeah. Well, the main antagonist.
Then they meet that nice Deadpool, don't they?
Nice Paul.
Nice Paul.
Who is Ryan Reynolds with long hair.
Well, it's first of all they meet his dog.
Yeah, dog runs up and jumps on Deadpool and starts licking him. And he said that the dog's 97% G-spot, and she lets you know it.
Yeah.
And
that's Nice Deadpool who says that. And the Nice Deadpool is Ryan Reynolds with long hair.
And I think Deadpool actually likes being licked by the dog. Because he seems to be enjoying it.
But so he lends them his car to get out of there.
Yeah.
And they decide in the car they're gonna have a fight. Oh boy, did they have a fight. Because Wolverine didn't like what Deadpool said about him. They had a fight. And it was one hell of a fight. And then, who is it who drives them away? Who is it? They're in the car, aren't they? And then someone drives them away. Or they're in the car, because Deadpool's wrapped up in seatbelts. Anyway, someone drives them somewhere.
I can't remember.
And what happens after that? See, I've forgotten already.
So much happened in that film. It's almost impossible to just sit here into the story and remember it all.
But
really hard.
This is the bit that, if the rest of it wasn't spoilers already, okay, so Blake Lively's in it, as we all knew. She's Lady Deadpool.
Not that you actually know who it is. It's just like red suit with blonde hair.
Electra's in it, as in Jennifer Garner. Blade is in it.
Blade I was really shocked about because I wasn't expecting that.
As in Wesley Snipes. Yeah, all right. And Channing Tatum's in it as Gambit. She liked it a lot.
The thing is, I quite like a Cajun accent. I think Cajuns sound really sweet. And he's Cajun, and it's Channing Tatum. What's not to like? I was really glad I got wonky eyes because I was trying to eye up Hugh Jackman. I was eyeing up Ryan Reynolds with long hair. I was eyeing up Chris Evans. I was eyeing up Channing Tatum. My eyes were like,
but there's this bit in it as well, and there's all these massive amount of Deadpools. I'm talking like hundreds.
Baby Deadpool, Kid Deadpool, Lady Deadpool, Cowboy Deadpool.
There's a lot of variants of Deadpool. These are all the variants, like the variants from the TVA. And Wolverine and Deadpool both kill them. And
at one point, I'm like, what? Flaming those because you saw all these like Deadpools all in a huddle, sort of being moved along, and then you see it, and it's Logan, and he goes like that because he's got him on his claws, and it was like, oh, that's why they were all nuddled together.
But what happens is he kills them. They both kill them all. Now, nice Deadpool. At this point, he said he wants to go to the donuts because he got shot. Because Deadpool does like very, very nasty. Actually, he's using him as a human shield. Because obviously Deadpool has the healing factor. So he said, "How long does it take to regenerate now?" What?
Nice Deadpool does not regenerate.
So he's like standing there and he's being shot and like getting shots of crap and having arrows put in him and everything else. And he's standing there and he's going, "You're going to make it through. You're going to make this. You're going to make it. You're going to make it. Say you're going to make it." And I'm going to make it. And really shout, "I'm going to make it." And he did. And his head exploded. And he went, "He's not going to make it." He doesn't regenerate. The others do. So they all like killed this mass amount of Deadpools. And they all started regenerating again because baby Deadpool was sitting there laughing.
Yeah, they didn't kill baby Deadpool.
No.
So before you start screaming about...
They didn't kill dog Deadpool either.
Before you start screaming about child murder and that, they didn't touch baby Deadpool.
Or Dogpool. No.
Or Dogpool. But baby Deadpool was sitting on the car, killing himself laughing.
And they turn around and there's like all these Deadpools come back to life. So Peter comes along in a Deadpool suit and says, "Don't shoot him. He's my Deadpool." It turns out every Deadpool has a Peter. And they worship their Peter. So he's gone there in...
What's the name of that guy that you also brought back from X-Force?
Shadow Star, I said that one.
Mm.
And they've all gone to this Peter and they've all like sort of huddled around this Peter and like Wolverine and Deadpool walked off. Anyway, meanwhile, old Baldy Locks, what's her name?
Cassandra Nova.
I can never remember her name. She's trying to do this thing with a machine where she's getting more power.
She's actually Professor X's twin sister on another timeline.
Yeah.
Now,
very nice. She tried to strangle him in the womb.
Personal opinion. We have seen Professor X in various guises. We've seen him when he's very young. We've seen him when he's very old. We've seen him in between. Now, I do believe that they should have had an older Cassandra Nova.
They should have done.
I'm not saying that he wasn't ever young, because we know he was.
In the comic book, she looks like an old crone.
Yeah. And I'm not saying make her into an old crone. At least have an actress who is in her 30s or 40s playing her, because I can't equate this 22-year-old...
Is that how old she is?
Oh, looks 22. I can't equate this 22-year-old bald thing with Professor X, because we may have seen Professor X when he was about 22, because when he was played by James McAvoy.
Brilliant actor.
But I mean, he still looked a bit older than she does. I mean, this is... I do think that she was miscast. Apparently the role was written for her, and I don't know who wrote it for her, but I would argue the toss, because I think that she should be older than she is. But this is a personal thing. This is...
So, Paradox, it says to Wolverine and Deadpool, you have to go down and break the bridge, or she's going to become all-powerful, and she's going to destroy every timeline apart from hers. So the only thing that will be surviving is the Void. So I was like, no, it's not going to happen.
Because she made a living in and she loves it there. She doesn't want to come out of it.
So, and she did. She had to come out of it to sort out Paradox. Anyway, so she came out and she's got this machine. And she puts her hands in the machine. And there's all these wires. There's a spaghetti junction. So he said that you got to go down there. He said, but you're not going to survive. You'll become it's going to atomize you, which basically means it's going to destroy you and you're just going to be like an atom. But what he didn't count on, well, no one counted on, Wolverine said he was going to do it because he's got no one to live for. And Deadpool's got like all these 9 people on his timeline that he loves. and he considers family. So he punches, like, Wolverine's going to go in there and do it, and Deadpool punches him and goes in himself. So Wolverine's going mental at the door. And he's like, let me. He's grabbed the blue wires and it's destroying him. And he's trying to grab the red ones, but he can't quite make it anyway. So Wolverine manages to break down the door and grabs the reds, and they're holding hands. And Mom loved it because Wolverine's shirt just kind of exploded. And he is ripped. My God. He is so jacked. He's got a very nice body on him for an old man. He's older than me, isn't he? So they're holding hands and they're like having this surge of power go through them. And Deadpool said, I want to see Vanessa.
I was crying.
I was crying too. Deadpool said, I want to see Vanessa. And he had like all these flashbacks of him and Vanessa and everything. And it was quite emotional. And I started crying and Mom started crying. And they destroy the bridge when she explodes. Because Paradox thought it was only going to be one of them, and it was both of them. They were more powerful than the thing that was going to destroy them to working together. So they survived. They went back to Deadpool's apartment with the dog.
Well, the thing is, the nice Paul was Mary Poppins, which is the dog's name, or Dog Paul, or Mary Poppins, was the dog's name. And he said she doesn't mind, she'll always come back to Pappy. Well, Pappy died. So
and
Pappy
Deadpool,
is now Deadpool.
Basically is, yeah.
And Deadpool loves that dog.
So I went back to Blind Owls, Wolverine, Mary Poppins, and Deadpool. And then he had like another little get together with all his friends. Wolverine said to Deadpool, give me the dog. So they gave him the dog. Yeah, give me the dog and talk to her. Yeah. Because Vanessa was sitting next to him. And she put her hand on his hand. So, but he had his mask, Wolverine. His little mask, his little Wolverine mask.
He said, it's like Batman, but you can move your neck. Because apparently the Batman suit is notoriously uncomfortable for the actors playing the part of Batman, and they can't move their neck properly. So that was a dig. And
he managed to he looked quite good in it though, because there's this bit, and he sort of he turned to the side, and it was just it was just like something that you see in the X-Men comic. It was so good, and that film, it's emotional and funny.
It's emotional and it's nostalgic because it takes you back to when Chris Evans was Johnny Blaze, and you've got Pyro, who's the original Pyro.
Yeah.
The original Toad. I think the one who played Shylock was the original Shylock as well.
I think that it's got the original Elektra, the original Blade, not the original Gambit. But
no, but I'll tell you something. Channing Tatum as Gambit is absolutely amazing. He looks like Gambit. He's got the accent and the way he is with the cards. Now, I'm not saying it is actually him doing the card tricks, because I don't believe for 1 second it is.
Oh.
I'll show you the one with Jared Leto in a little while. And it was absolutely amazing the way he was handling those cards. And I've always had a thing for Gambit, because me with tarot cards and cards.
Yeah, she wants to be able to shuffle them like him, throw them and explode people and stuff. But it is a really good film. It's really, really, really touching. It's loads of action, loads of violence, loads of blood. The normal that you get from Deadpool. It's got some adult content, should we say. And it is a really, really good film. I mean, I went into it I don't know what I was expecting. Obviously Deadpool, but I don't really know what I was. It's Deadpool and Logan, so I was like, you know, I didn't know what to, because Logan's always sort of been kind of okay. Logan, the film was a bit more kind of out there, but you see him in the other films, and he's sort of like restrained. He's not like how he was in this film. He was completely let loose. It was like unleashing a
And
caged
there was
beast.
a lot of cameos in this one.
It was, but it was justified. I mean, I loved it.
But it was bittersweet for us as well because the picture house was closing down.
Yeah, and that's where I went and saw Spider-Man Homecoming.
And I prefer it.
I've been there a
View.
few times.
It's much nicer than View.
The seats are nice, and it's only literally like been renovated for a few months.
And what I like about it is not only do they serve gourmet popcorn, but if you go there like hours before your film, you can actually have an hot dog and a cup of coffee or whatever.
Or you can go down to Pizza Express and get pizza.
And there's a balcony on it, and you can sit there with a beautiful view of the Theatre Royal.
You can't smoke there though.
No, but you can sit there with a beautiful view of Cherry Raffles Square and Theatre Royal, and
there is a video I have done that I am going to upload.
The old bit
After
of Stratford, and I don't know why they're getting rid of it. And we hadn't heard the word about it.
No,
it wasn't until we actually went in there, and there's this little sign, and it's little, and it's only because we were standing there.
I don't know. I think I might have one on the door. I didn't read what was on the door.
And it said about it closing down in about 3 days' time.
28th.
And that to me is ridiculous.
I mean, that's the second premiere I've watched in that theatre.
It's been there since 1997. And the thing is, there's a human touch. You go and view, you sit there, you see your movie. Right. You go in there, and there is always a member of staff who comes in the auditorium with you.
It's very helpful
stands
as well.
there and tells you, you know, you've got to turn your phones off on that. And he says, and I won't clamber over to come and tell you, I will shout at you.
And he did.
And he did because someone did it. But the thing is, this is what I like about it. There's a human touch. You don't know what is going to go on in that auditorium. Anything could happen in that auditorium. And in View, there's nobody there.
And do you know what another thing I liked was? My mum was having a shock because I really needed a toilet, right? So I took the popcorn and I went upstairs. Mum paid for it, and I just took it and went upstairs. And I was trying to show the guy my tickets, because before you can actually go, there's like the stairs, and then you've got like a desk, and you can't go beyond the desk until you showed your ticket. And he said, have you got a ticket? I went, yeah, I have. I said, but I can't give it to you because I've got my hands full. And he went, do you want me to take one of the popcorns for you? And I was like, yes, please. So he took both of them. And I showed him my ticket, and he went, oh, it's fine. He went, yeah, it's just like to the left. That's the first one there. I was like, okay. Screen 1, which is where he was. And then my mum was coming up the stairs, and she had the 2 Cokes. Now, you know how unsteady she is on that thing. He came down the stairs, took the drinks off of her so she could get up the stairs.
And he was ever so pleasant about it.
And then I ran to the toilet.
But each time we have been to the Pitch House, there has always been a member of staff in the auditorium with us, which I feel much safer that way. Because anyone.
Yeah, but when the film's on, they're not in there.
He was.
Was he?
Yeah, he was standing by the door the whole time. With someone sneaking in, you know,
For
doing.
over 2 hours?
What do they call it? Picture hopping.
I don't know.
He had a chair by the door. I think they call it picture hopping when they go and see one film.
Look at you, we got to watch Deadpool and Wolverine.
It's when you go and see one film, and then you go to the next screen and you go and watch another one.
Mind you.
Completely illegal, but people do
I guess that saying that, like he gets to watch Deadpool and Wolverine, he gets to watch all the premieres, but every single time, yeah.
I'm sure they must change over so as they can see other films.
Well, if you're working in, like, this is a known fact if you're working in the pictures, that you get free tickets to go and see stuff.
But
you wouldn't want to.
No. And I mean, to be honest, I prefer the Pitch House to View.
Yeah.
Because
okay, hang on. The ticket's £8. They're more expensive. There is still picture houses in London and around England, but the one in Stratford's going, this is what's got up our noses.
And it's been there since 1997.
The tickets are £8. All the adult tickets are £8 every day, all day, every day. But the popcorn is £5.67
And I
for a
don't,
large. I don't know how much drinks are. I don't
think it was that early in 1997 they opened either. Because my brother went and saw Titanic there, and that was one of the first things that they showed there.
You wanted to go into that cinema.
Yeah.
We didn't get to go.
But there was two theatres there then, because they'd opened the Picture House and there was the big Odeon on the corner at General Raffles Square, which has now gone. But,
yeah, so now all you've got, your only option is View.
And I don't like View. Look, I'm a woman, and okay, I go with my daughter, admittedly, but not everybody goes with their daughter. You know, not everyone's got a daughter to go with. And anything can happen to you in that auditorium. It's dark. You can get groped. You can get accosted. You can get, well, that's about all. You know, anything can happen. They can nick your bag, anything. And there is no member of staff inside that auditorium with you. Or if somebody's taken ill.
Then you have to go out and get a member of staff.
Yeah. Isn't it easy to have one in the auditorium with you who can come and assist?
I mean, yeah, all right, View, you can leave your rubbish there, and they come and take it for you, and they do go in the bags, but they expect you to take your rubbish out with you.
Well, why not?
I know, but they expect you to take your rubbish out with you, and they meet you at the door with a bag.
You've got to take an empty carton up the stairs.
The stairs that are never ending. We was right down the bottom. We was at A.
Yeah, this is something I couldn't work out, because in View it's slope.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it is wheelchair accessible. There's lifts and all sorts for wheelchairs, but I don't know how they get you down those stairs. They are quite shallow, admittedly, but I think a member of staff would have to help you bring somebody down, because you go in front of the seat.
There's 2 stairs.
Yeah, it's in. You've got like 2 stairs, and then you've got, say, half a metre of space. So you take the wheelchair down the 2 stairs, rest it for a second, down the next 2, rest it a second, down the next 2. But
no, I'm on about for us. It's like 2 stairs.
Yeah, and they're in little bits of 2.
But we were right at the front. I mean, we were in
so we
row
come all
A.
the way down the stairs.
Right in the middle, in row A.
And wheelchairs and that actually go on in front of the seats on that row. So
yeah, which is a bit of a get.
Well, there's no one there.
I know.
We had the whole row to ourselves.
Yeah, it was really empty actually, considering like it was a premiere of a Marvel film.
When we went to see No Way Home, it was packed.
Yeah, but the thing is as well, like you saw Elektra and you saw Blade and you saw Gambit and you saw like other iconic Marvel characters. Nobody cheered. Okay, so when you saw Spider-Man in Venom, everyone cheered. You saw Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3 in No Way Home, everyone cheered. You saw Blade, you saw Elektra, you saw there was Thor. Thor was in it, but it was taken from the dark one. Where we were already saying about Loki, and
it's holding Loki who's dying,
and instead it was Deadpool.
And Deadpool goes, "Was he crying?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "Yes, but that's not for your time."
Yeah, and so Hulk showed up for a millisecond, and Captain America was in it. No one cheered. I was sitting there, I was like, yeah.
But the thing was, we were making a bit more noise than usual because we were the only ones on the front row.
I was excited.
And when they turned up...
I've been waiting for this film for years.
When they turned up, I was like... But nobody else... I mean, I think it was just me that was that excited. I'm not a big kid when I go to a film.
Since Deadpool 2, I've been waiting for that film, Deadpool 3, and it did not disappoint. It didn't disappoint at all. If you want to go and see a film, go see Deadpool 3. It is amazing.
They did say about cameos, but we didn't know how many cameos they were going to be.
Okay, yes, and he is such a good dancer. He danced to Bye 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 by NSYNC. Wow.
Deadpool dancing.
Yes.
Hello, viewer.
It was amazing. It was okay. So it's probably the biggest film of the year, I would say, and it didn't disappoint. It was very, very, very good.
It's little fishy.
Yeah, I know. Hello. And it didn't disappoint at all.
It was an amazing film. I will watch it again.
I want to watch it again.
In fact, I've got to watch it again because there was so much happening.
There's this bit like when he's killing all Wolverine's killing all the Deadpools. There's because you've got Deadpool and Wolverine killing all these Deadpools, so you're missing bits because you're watching what the other one's doing. So I think it's one you're gonna have to watch at least 3 times. So like once you can watch what Deadpool's doing, then you can watch what Wolverine's doing. But the first time you watch what they're both doing, if it makes sense.
I mean, I've got wonky eyes.
Yeah, you can probably see more of what was going on than I could. I was like,
so me having wonky eyes, I've had to see on my men.
Yes.
But
no, but I still impressed that bit where he's top ripped of it. Wow.
And Channing Tatum's remains covered at all times, but
Hugh Jackman doesn't.
It's the Cajun accent he does. Now I don't know why, but I find the Cajun accent quite attractive. Yes, it is the most screwed up version of French you will ever hear. But I kind of like Cajun. I think it's because I like Ray from Princess and the Frog, and he's got the Cajun.
But honestly, though, Hugh Jackman is jacked to hell.
But we all know. If anyone who knows anything about Marvel knows that Gambit is Cajun.
Yes.
And the Gambit in the last one,
I liked him.
Yeah, but he was American.
I don't care.
He was never American. He was always Cajun.
He's good looking.
Because he's even got the French name.
Gambit.
No. That's not his name, is it? That's what they call him.
That's his superhero name.
Yeah. Like Electra's name. She's not Electra.
No. Well, Blade's not Blade.
Deadpool's not Deadpool.
Cap's not Cap. No, he's Steve
Wolverine's
Rogers.
not Wolverine. So.
Oh, Johnny Blaze. We lost a little fishy.
Oh, dear.
No. So, yeah, Johnny Blaze and/or Steve Rogers.
And I'm going to ask any little fishy who watches this video for some.
Have you been to see the new Wolverine, the Deadpool Wolverine film?
Have you been to see the new Deadpool Wolverine film? Because in fact, we've just ruined it for you because of all the spoilers.
But we did warn you twice.
But would you please send us a comment and see how we did on giving you a review of this? Because it is one of those films where everything is happening at once.
I missed bits out. I did miss bits out. I don't want to give you a whole rundown of it. And plus, there's bits that I can't actually remember. It was hours ago when I saw it. Okay.
No, it's not just that. There's so much action at any one point. I mean, I must admit, I did think Baby Paul was funny.
No, I like Mary Poppins.
And Little Paul.
No, Kid Paul.
Yeah, but there's Little Paul as well.
Oh, what, Midget Paul?
Yeah.
No, it was Wolverine. Yeah, when he was in the bar and he came off the bar stool and he's like that big.
Oh, yeah, that one.
And he had accurate comic size.
In the crowd.
Oh, was there? Yeah. I didn't know. But, yeah, so that was one variant that I forgot to tell you about Wolverine. Right. Allegedly, I'm not sure how true this is. I heard this yesterday. Allegedly, Danny DeVito wanted to play the part of Wolverine because Danny DeVito is the correct height that Wolverine is in the comics. He is 5'3". Wolverine is 5'3". Hugh Jackman is 6'3". He's over a foot taller.
But even at 5'3", still 3 inches bigger than me.
It's not that big though, is it? You don't expect raw with the claws. But yeah, so he I'm not sure whose body that was. It could have been Danny DeVito's body, but he wasn't fat. And Danny DeVito's was a bit chub.
It could have been. Oops.
Now you're doing it.
It was my bra. It could have been anybody.
It could have been, but he was very small.
And besides, you say that. Who wants to see this? Nobody. It was my bra, so it's fine.
Somebody probably would. Yes. But Amazing film, amazing. I can't praise it enough. It was the movie that I've been waiting for. Although Venom should be coming out soon, and that is going to make me cry so much. Like worse than this one made me cry because Venom allegedly dies. I'm giving so many spoilers away. I watch trailers, okay, as well. So
The thing is, we've got Muck on the screen, and I keep thinking that I've got a red zit there, and I haven't. It's on the screen.
I watch a lot of trailers, and if a trailer comes out of something that I'm interested in, I'm going to watch it. And then they usually bring out like 3-4 trailers, and I'll watch them all. And I've seen the one for Venom, The Last Dance. Now that, The Last Dance. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? Yeah, exactly.
And in the trailer, it says goodbye, Eddie, my home.
But Spider-Man's supposed to be going into that universe.
Yeah, well, to be honest, Venom loves
Spider-Man.
So, what's going on there? And what Spider-Man?
I know. I mean, I've heard that Andrew Garfield's going to be getting his 3rd film. Is he? No one knows. Tom Holland's been in more films, like not necessarily like Spider-Man films. He's done 3 Spider-Man films, but he's been in Civil War. He was in
the
Iron Man.
Endgame.
He's been in a lot of other films. So I think he was in Iron Man.
I think something's going on with Daredevil because he made an appearance in Spider-Man and he also had his own series.
Yeah, he did.
So I think that something's going on with Daredevil.
I mean, I'm a bit annoyed because I really want to see Loki, but you know.
I mean, we never know who's going to turn up in Marvel.
No, I didn't expect Happy to turn up.
Well, the last thing I expected was Blade.
And it's what he said. Here's what he said. Right, as you know, I just said a little while ago that no one dies in the Marvel Universe. He's talking about his boss. His boss is Tony Stark. Tony Stark in one of these universes is still alive. The universe that he went to see him in because he said, my boss isn't here at the moment.
So many people have... I forgot what I was going to say. So many people have done something.
I don't know, but if Tony Stark had turned up, like, if Iron Man had turned up, everyone would have screamed. But he didn't. He should have done.
The thing is, there have been lots of incarnations of lots of different characters.
Is that what you was going to say?
No.
Yeah.
But now that they've done so many Marvel films, you get used to... I can't think of Tony Stark being anybody but Robert Downey Jr.
I can't think of Wolverine being anybody but Hugh Jackman. Or Deadpool of Ryan Reynolds.
Even though Gambit has been played by another actor. Now, all I'm going to say is
Loki? Do you think anyone else could play Loki as well as Tom Hiddleston?
No.
Thor? There's this whole thing. I said to my mum, I said, they got it down pat. I said, every sort of Avenger you see, like Cap, I can't picture him being played by anyone else. Although Falcon is now, I can't picture him as anyone else but Chris Evans.
But I do
Steve Rogers.
I do think that Cassandra I've been saying the name.
Nova?
Yeah. Cassandra Nova was miscast. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, let us know your thoughts in the comments if you've seen it and you know what I'm talking about. But I really think that she was miscast. I think they should have had an older actress to play her.
Well, like I said in the comics, she's a crone.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not saying have her as old as she is in the comics. But
No.
At least be realistic. I mean, yes. Obviously, at some point, Xavier was that age once.
Yeah, but he wouldn't
many
didn't
years
stay
ago.
that age, did
And I
he?
don't think.
And
he
that's
was
supposed to be his twin.
Yeah, and I don't think he was as brainy. The only thing that makes them twins is they're both bald. It really is. I mean, he's a professor, and he Doctor.
Yeah,
Xavier,
Professor
whatever.
X, yes.
Is a professor.
Xavier, yeah.
She's clever. She's very clever.
She bends Wolverine's claws to her will.
Yeah, but she's very clever. But you're not telling me that Professor X was always really clever.
No.
Some of the things he done with Magneto are pretty daft. You know, so I think that if we're actually saying that, I personally think that she was miscast. Let me know your thoughts.
Yeah, but I'm
because-
just saying, like all the other characters. I mean, DC. I've got it wrong a few times. But with Marvel, I mean, what's her name? Black Widow.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, could you see it being played by David Lynch?
No,
Hawkeye.
I don't know his name.
Jeremy
but no,
Renner.
I can't.
No. Spider-Man. Well, okay, there's been 3 Spider-Man. We have our favourites. Mine is Andrew Garfield.
I like Tom Holland.
So,
But then again, when I was a kid, we had a series out called The Incredible Hulk. And it was played by Bill Bixby.
yeah, Bill Bixby.
That's his name. And
Was he the deaf one?
no,
Oh.
the deaf one was the Hulk.
Oh,
It was when he turned into the Hulk.
oh, okay.
Because you had Bill Bixby, who was Dr. David Banner.
He's Bruce.
David.
Bruce.
Dr. David.
In the comics, he's Bruce Banner.
I know, but it was David Banner in the series.
Yeah, you know why, don't you? They couldn't pay Marvel.
So Dr. David Banner
Bruce.
was played by an actor called Bill Bixby. And he played it really well. He did.
Bruce.
And then you had, I've forgotten his name. Forgive me, I've forgotten his name.
The deaf guy.
It was an actor who was deaf, who played the Incredible Hulk, who was a bodybuilder.
He's been in some other things as well, like recently.
He was in an episode of SWAT, because his son's in SWAT. So he has been in a few other things, but he's an actor, and I admire him very much because he hasn't let the fact that he's deaf hold him back at all.
No.
And this was before. I mean, now you've got quite a few deaf actors like Jason Birdie, and the two women that whose names I can't remember either. But there are a lot of actors who are deaf now. But back then in the 1970s, it was practically unheard of. And he just went straight ahead from bodybuilding. Well, you don't say a lot anyway. And went into being the Incredible Hulk. The Incredible Hulk didn't talk. He shouted.
Okay, but Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo makes an amazing Hulk. If you have seen the series with Bill Bixby, put down your thoughts on what you actually thought of it, because I am going to sit there and make her watch an episode of it one day. This old 1970s Incredible Hulk with David Banner.
Bruce.
He was David then, and see what she thinks.
No,
Because
he's always been Bruce.
what in your mind you can call him Bruce, okay?
He is Bruce. He's Bruce Banner. He's
But he
always
was
been
also,
Bruce Banner.
He was also on the run because he was blamed for a murder he didn't commit. He's supposed to have killed his wife.
Like I said, they couldn't afford to pay Marvel.
Well, they did make up
name.
a little story for him. And he was wanted for a murder he didn't commit because his wife got killed, and they said it was him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you
Fake Banner.
if you remember this series, just drop a comment and let us know, because
Fake Banner.
I am going to sit there and make her watch it one day, at least one episode, because if you want a,
I watched the films.
well, they didn't.
No,
have
I did watch the films.
Yeah, but we'll just one episode of a series.
Got
That's
the
only
bloody
half an hour
name
long.
wrong.
It's
His
half,
name's Bruce.
half an hour long. You can suffer for half an hour.
Half an hour of my life I'll never get back.
2 hours waiting for you when you wanted to leave that pub that time and you wouldn't leave. So
What
half
pub?
an hour's good. The Lalo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So half an hour is trade. So I mean, drop a comment if you remember it and what you thought of it. Because they had some good stories on it, you know. There's some of the storylines are pretty good.
I'm waiting for Terra. Right, so there's okay. This year, I want to go and see the red one. Red one. It's not the red one. It's just red one.
This year.
Yeah, this year, in November. Red one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, red one. Yeah. I want to go and see
The red one's better Santa Claus.
It's got the rocket.
That scared the life out of me.
I lost my ring light. It flew off.
I
the
didn't
side.
even move. It's worked itself.
Right there. So anyway, yeah. So I want to go and see the red one, which it's not the red one. It's red one, which is about Father Christmas. It's got the rock in it. That's out in November. I'm going to see that. Going to see that. Yeah. Going to see that. Yeah. I do want to go and see Beetlejuice, but I can wait for that to come on the telly because, to be honest,
We saw the trailer for it.
no, it's not that. Right. I don't think it's going to be at the cinema for that long.
And it has got the most beautiful woman in the world in it.
Winona Ryder.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be at the cinema for that long because it's one of them ones where they should have done a sequel for it years ago and they've left it a little bit late. And although Michael Keaton still looks really good as Beetlejuice, I'm not sure it's going to do really well at the cinema.
I love Winona Ryder. I always have. Always been mad at Winona Ryder. And anything that she's in, even the Black Swan, I sat and suffered through the Black Swan.
They're doing a film of Stranger Things as well.
Yeah, I know. And I will actually catch up on the episodes of Stranger Things because I know Winona Ryder's in more than just the first season.
And what else? So Red One. Oh, Terrifier 3. There's another one. Venom. I think that's it. But you go on, you look at the Venom trailers coming soon. When?
Well, we did actually order Imaginary to watch.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
But unfortunately, it was during the day and you couldn't see anything. Every time the screen went dark, that was all it was darkness and a reflection of us sitting there watching
I
it.
see some teeth at one point.
And then there was a reflection of us sitting there watching it.
Yeah.
On a black screen. So
the problem is it's summer, obviously. Sun. I can't wait for winter.
I really, really like the summer. I always have done.
Also, right, I'm going to put this in. I'm just going to slide this in there. When we do our Christmas clean in November, do you want to see us doing anything?
Well, it all depends what.
Like cleaning.
Yeah, but what?
I don't bloody know.
Cleaning what exactly?
Kitchen, living room, bathroom, stairs, landing. The way I do the landing. Bloody hell. Not my bedroom, because mine and my mum's bedrooms are sacred. We don't do filming in bedrooms. I mean, I do filming as in my games in my bedroom, but I don't film.
And also,
me.
she has, when we do the Christmas clean, sometimes she goes up there and she'll show you her bedroom.
Yeah, but I don't.
But mine isn't fit for human.
I don't
sight.
like to video my room because that's like my sake. This to me is work, right? I don't want to bring my work to my room. That's my space for me to listen to music, to watch telly, to play my game. If I'm not
slob around.
But yeah, if I'm not streaming it. So my bedroom is a sacred space where I don't videos because, and if I do a video up there, it would just be like a minute of me sort of getting dressed or whatever. But it's not dressed, but getting makeup, getting dressed.
Well,
yeah,
get ready with me and all that. But also, fishies. This channel also has a Pandora's box on it, which is Kaylee's makeup tutorials. Now, nobody, apart from we had one comment many years ago for Egyptian makeup, can we please have some comments on what you want to see her doing?
Because I can. That was great English. Ooh. I was going to do a video of showing you the difference between pressed glitter, loose glitter, and chunky glitter. If you want to see that,
nobody said they wanted to see it,
it
so we
won't
don't know what to
be
do.
on my eyes because I'm not changing because it will sting my eyes. But I show you on my hand how you do it. But that's makeup. I'm not going to put that into a video that's just like, oh, yeah, that's, unless you want to see it. Unless, like, specifically, because I can give you some, it's not just about me doing makeup on my face. It's about tips as well I can give you, isn't it, to do makeup. And, I mean, I've got to do Madam's makeup soon. I just have not got round to it. I am been busy and stuff. So, you know, I know that this is my job,
And also, we have been saying about true crime.
And we've got to do a video on girl bands because we did boy bands.
Yeah, and we promised.
We're researching at the moment that, actually actively researching at the moment.
Yeah, and that gives us that.
Yeah.
But I am actually researching a true crime story. Now, I did want to do what is my idea of cooking and crime. Basically, if I do a crime from Ireland, I will cook something Irish. If I do a crime from France, I'll do a French. So I cook that French.
Garlic bread.
But on the first one, I'm not going to be cooking because I'm going to be as nervous as anything. I'm very scared.
Also, I have a recipe for it. Do you want to see me one day make chimichangas? What we could do, if you want to do your crime thing, we could do like a superhero thing. We could do an episode about Deadpool with chimichangas, right? Huh? We could do, I don't know.
I think there's actually a Deadpool cookbook.
Is there?
I think there is.
Well, you know, like we could go like different superheroes and their favorite food. I know Deadpool loves chimichangas. That's all I can think of right now.
Don't turn like jelly babies.
Okay, that's not a Marvel superhero. I think Spider-Man likes pizza.
Tony Stark eats anything.
No, burgers, cheeseburgers.
Cheeseburgers, blueberries.
Yeah, I know, but cheeseburgers. So, like, what did his daughter say? I want hamburger. He went, your dad used to like hamburgers. So, yes, you know, so like I would make like hamburgers or cheeseburgers, Tony Stark. Chimichangas, Deadpool. Make a pizza,
We've
Spider-Man.
always said, this is your channel as much as it sounds.
Would you like to see that?
Let us know. And now we've got a few more subscribers. Let us know what you want to see.
I'm very much into superheroes, so it'll be Marvel, though. I don't do DC. So I don't know anything about DC characters. I know a lot about the Marvel characters. So it will be Ant-Man. I don't know what his favourite food is. Batman.
I don't know what his favourite food is.
Exactly. So,
bats.
Yeah, he eats bats. So I will be, if you want me to, I mean, this would be quite interesting, I think. We'll be doing like deep dives into the superheroes and what their favorite, with their favorite foods. So she'll be doing like criminal things with food, and I'll be doing like superheroes because I don't think that's been done before.
Well, they have done death row meals.
Yeah, I'm not on about the crime thing. I'm on about the superhero thing.
Hang on a minute. They've done death row meals.
I'll be going licking my idea now, though.
Can I finish? They've done death row meals, which is great, but you've got to know what they had. And some of them go for really elaborate stuff because it's their last meal. I haven't got an elaborate budget. We are funding this ourselves. So if I'm doing a crime from Ireland, I'll do something Irish. No matter what country I'm doing it, it will be from that particular
Guinness.
country. But on the first one, I will not be doing any cooking.
Guinness.
And the Guinness to you too. And the reason why I won't be doing any cooking on the first one is because I will be very, very nervous. And also, my kitchen is so hot. It is impossible.
That's why I want to start doing this.
Sit out there when you're cooking.
In September. But I need to know if that's what, because I think that would be a really good idea, because I don't think anyone's done that before. Checking out what, don't steal the idea though, okay? This is my idea. Like, you know, there's Spider-Man likes pizza going into a deep dive. It's going to take a lot of research, but I'm willing to do it for you guys. I mean, I know quite a lot about Spider-Man anyway. I have a tattoo of him on my thigh, so I should do. And I'm not going to like do Venom and start eating people.
He's got radioactive blood.
I know.
Venom eats virtually anything.
He eats people. But as he eats virtually anything, I could probably do it. What was it? Eddie Brock ate like chicken strips, wasn't it? And potato tots. No, I'm not eating a live lobster. Like tater tots and chicken strips for that one, because that's what Eddie was cooking for him. So, and it didn't work, or something like that. I will have a look. I'll do a deep dive into, like, if you want me to, like, do a deep dive into research, seeing what they like, and just doing a deep dive into the stories, where they began, how they're going. I might just do it anyway, because it seems like my sort of thing to do. But if you want to see me do it with the food, it's me cooking the food. So it'll be like me, with my mum's help, doing a pizza. I can't do this on my own. Oh, for God's sake. Bloody ring light.
I can't do pizza. I don't know.
Yes, you do. And the chimichangas, I can probably do myself. I've got a recipe for that. And what was the other thing? Pizza.
Burgers.
Yeah, burgers. We make gourmet burgers in this house.
I make gourmet burgers in this house.
I've made them before.
When?
Once or twice, but they fell apart, remember?
They always fall apart. You have to be careful with them.
I've taken a chip off my tooth.
How?
I don't know.
You're probably a bit piercing.
It's that one, the one that's got there. I know. Anyway, so yeah, if you would like to see that, I would, because it would be interesting.
My voice is going.
Well, I think that means we should end this then.
So, we're going to say goodbye now. We'll see you very, very soon.
Now, let me know what you think about this whole superhero thing.
Until next time, be kind and considerate. And please send us your comments. They are very valuable to us. We value everything. And if you want to help this channel in a free way, then interact with it, because it's the easiest.
Gets it out there. Because the thing is, this is our job. And if you want us to start doing things on a bigger budget, we need to start making money from YouTube.
And rather than ask for donations or anything like that, because I don't think that we should.
I don't think we would get anything anyway.
Then, we're just actually trying to do it by getting funded by YouTube.
Mm.
And we just don't have enough subscribers and interactions.
And we're just asking you to do something for free, which is pressing the subscribe button.
And send us a comment.
Yeah. It doesn't cost you anything. It takes about 5 seconds.
Even if you just say hi, just go comment. Although we would like you to let us know.
And give us some likes and shares, because that is very important. We're trying to just get our videos out there to just so other people can see them. And the algorithm likes, the algorithm likes comments and likes subscribes. So, and shares as well, obviously. So if you could just do that for us.
And without naming names, and without being insulting, I have seen some videos on YouTube that are a lot more boring than we are. Because I don't think we're particularly boring, we're quite entertaining.
We're funny.
And I have seen some videos out there that are a lot more boring than we are. And we won't get political, and we're not mentioning...
Ow, you get off!
We very rarely mention current affairs. We don't talk about politics or anything like that. We are just very neutral on that. And we just try and inform and entertain. So please, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, send us a comment, give us a like, share us, and subscribe. and that'll make us happy.
Go
And in
away.
return, ow! And in return, we will try and make you happy by giving you some content.
She's
that you
doing me
enjoy.
head in.
She does do your head, and that's what she does. She does my head on a regular basis. But
She's got one on her lap and one up there.
yeah, so and my voice is going really bad.
Yep.
So, you know, until next time, be kind and considerate. Please like, subscribe, share, and well, you know what.
Comment. Everything that's free.
Yeah. And we'll see you next time on Tales and Toy. Bye.
Bye.